So I've got one more ICO to review for you guys. I'm going to do a quicker review because it's not quite yet in the pre-ICO, but it's any day now. It's supposed to be out there. So this one is Signals, and we're going to talk about that today. I am Crypto Knight. I have a YouTube channel. Follow along. Subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed. And yeah, comment on my videos as much as you guys want. And yeah, I appreciate all your comments. So here we go. Signals. So this is actually really neat concept. My earlier review today, if you've been following along, I have a spreadsheet that I share in the description of the videos. So I did a review on co-vesting, and that is you're basically replicating another person's trades, like a professional trader. So this is actually pretty neat. This is automated trading. So there's certain signals that are that basically tell you this is when you should buy and then this is when you should sell. And to automate that is there's a lot of money that goes into automating these kind of things. Like a lot of these professional banks like JP Morgan, all these things, they put like probably billions of dollars into figuring out algorithms and all that stuff. So this is pretty neat. If you've ever looked into Hasbot or Gunbot, then you might be somewhat familiar with what's involved in doing this. And if you're not, I'm just going to show you real quick how effective this can be. So these blue lines are what's called Bollinger, Bollinger Bands. So I've actually never been a big fan of them. I mean, there's different ways you can utilize them. I'm not going to show you those real quick, but I'm sure you've seen those around. You can sell them, like you can set up signals when it tightens up, and then you can set up signals if it goes outside of these bands, one way or the other. So that's one way to do it, and that's actually what they're showing in their screenshot. I mean, the design of this thing looks really nice. So you're seeing these Bollinger Bands here, and then the indicators down here is showing Bollinger as well. So another one that I like is the moving averages. So we have a 7-day on the chart here. The green is a 7-day moving average. The red is a 21-day moving average. And the orange is a 77-day moving average. So it's basically showing you what the trend is on at different time frames. And a lot of traders use these kind of things to figure out what the momentum of the currency is doing. So it helps them decide when to trade. So with this one, you're wanting the green bar to always be above the red one. If it goes below the red one, then you sell. That's an indicator to sell because the momentum is down. If it goes above, that's an indicator to buy. So this is actually Bitcoin against the US dollar. And I'll just show you briefly how this can be effective if it's automated for you. It's I'm not done seeing them. So right here, let's just go here. So we'll start back here. So you'll notice the green goes above the red line. So this is telling you this is when you should buy, and you just follow it up, and then it starts to cross over the red here, goes below the red, and then that's an indicator to sell, and then it kind of goes up and over, so you buy and then sell there. So I mean, it's not foolproof, but then your indicator now is saying you need to sell here, and then you miss out on all this loss. You miss out on all this loss that's happening down here, and then you get a buy, and then you ride this a little bit, and then you're riding this up. You're still riding it up. You can see. And then you get a sell order here, you would buy it here, ride that up, you'd sell it here, and then you miss out on all this loss here. So you can see that this can be really effective. You miss out on all the losses, and then you usually pick up all the gains. So something like that is pretty effective, and if you can automate that, then you can make a lot of money. And this is what these guys are doing, and that's why I'm excited about this ICO here. So The interface looks really nice. A lot of it is based on indicators and signals, as you can see here. And they talk a bit about the difference between those. From my understanding, the signals are when things should buy, when things should sell, and then indicators are more algorithmic programs that you can buy in the marketplace from other traders, and you can even make your own. If you're a coder, you can make your own indicators to determine when things should buy and sell. So they're very similar, but there's a little bit difference between them. But I shouldn't get into too much detail about how the system works, but more of what it does. I don't want to get into too much detail just because it's not even in the ICO yet, but any day now it should be, and then we might have some more detail. They do have a white paper here, guys. Check that out. There's a nice video. I'm going to show you the important part of the video right now.
Signals is a completely new marketplace connecting traders, data scientists, and developers. Take advantage of sentiment analysis, data from prediction markets, or decentralized supercomputers to power your machine learning experiments. You can use all of it without knowing a single line of code. We have a user-friendly drag-and-drop visual interface, the Signals Strategy Builder. Simply select your preferred indicators from the marketplace and combine them into trading signals of your choice. Once you have formed your own strategy, let the Training Center optimize its performance based on historical data. The moment you're satisfied with the results, you can start to trade and generate profit, or even earn signal tokens by allowing others to copy trade based on your strategy.
Okay, I hope you guys liked that video. And so it's a pretty neat platform. There's a marketplace where you can set up your own and configure your own trading style or algorithms, buy points and sell points and all that stuff. And you can even sell your configuration, which is pretty neat in the marketplace. And you can even, like I said, coders can, if you have programming skills, you don't have to have programming skills, but if you do, then you can actually set up your own configuration there. So it's pretty neat. It's I think there is a massive demand for something like this, and if you want to, currently you can use Hasbot or Gunbot. But those are very expensive. You can pay over $1,000 to get one of those things, and I mean, I'd rather have a nice system like this that's easy and simple to use. Like you saw here, this looks really easy to use. So if you look at Gunbot, like here's some settings on Gunbot. You want to have to figure out what all these settings are. I mean, I've looked into buying one of these because I like the idea of BitConnect, where you're hiring this bot to do its thing and make profits for you. But if I could do that on my own, I would bypass having to loan my money to their system and risk that situation there, that if they go under or whatever, right? So this system is pretty neat. What I like about it is it actually connects to the API in Bittrex or Poloniex or whatever exchange you use, and you put in your API key. Now that can be dangerous because what if their system gets hacked or something, right? So there's always that fear. So what's neat about this is they're coming out with a desktop application that runs the same system, and you put your API connection in that system and it never leaves your computer. So there's a big safety net there, which I really like, and that's the system I would probably be using myself, just because I don't like sharing around my API key into Bittrex, where they can place any trade or do withdrawals and things like that as well. So pretty neat system, guys. I'll just show you a little bit about what the ICO is all about. If I can get to it here. Yeah, so it's starting, it says it starts in the end of October, and it's in the end of October right now, so it should be coming up here any day now. And 2 million tokens will be available in this pre-ICO. And you'll get a bonus of 30% if you're in on that on the pre-ICO, and that's why I'm giving this video, because if you guys are interested in this concept like I am, then you're going to want to get in on the pre-ICO and get that 30% bonus. So they're trying to raise $500,000 in the pre-ICO, which tells me that they're going to be about 25 cents each. So you could probably pick up quite a bit of them. And then the later part in November, the rest of the ICO, there's 73 million that they're trying to sell for $24.5 million they're trying to raise in it. And I think that's a pretty reasonable amount. I mean, it might be a little bit on the high side, but the way ICOs have been going lately, like Electronium, I mean, that got a lot of hype, but it's still, I think they made $40 million on that one, which is pretty high. So this is pretty reasonable. I'm going to get in on the pre-ICO on this one once it launches, and I'm going to let you guys know when it comes out. And so hopefully you guys will get in on it. We'll be able to get in on it as well. I imagine these ones will go quick. Depending on the hype, I haven't really analyzed how much hype is around this one. I know it's pretty new. They don't have a referral program, so the hype won't be quite as high as it would with Electronium, where there was a referral program that you had a lot of people talking about it. But they do have a bounty program, so if you do, so it's kind of a referral program, I suppose. So that might help a little bit, and you guys can check that out if you want. But other than that, you guys, let me know what you think. Comment in the video. Let me know if you guys are going to get in on this one. And I'm excited about it. I like the idea of automatic trading. It saves me from having to look at CoinMarketCap every day, and my mood would be determined on the color that I'm seeing in CoinMarketCap. But that's not the case with this. This one, it's automatic, and yeah, it's pretty neat. So go check it out, and I'll put a link to the website in the description. And yeah, thanks for watching.